What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another game analysis video. It's been a while since I've said that because it's been a while since I've uploaded a game analysis video. And honestly, the reason behind that was at the start of the season, I wasn't really getting into the starting lineup a lot. I was coming off the bench a lot, and I kind of got out of the groove of playing 90 minutes. And then with that, I got out of the groove of uploading and editing game analysis videos. And then I just kind of got lazy. Since then, I've gotten a lot of starts. I've gotten a lot more involved in the lineup, which has been great. But I've just been lazy. So I promise I'll start uploading more of these even into the off season about these games. And we'll start at the beginning with my first 90 minutes with USL Championship level Detroit City FC, where I'm playing right back. So this is my first 90 minutes with the club. It's just a US Open Cup game. So we're playing against the Michigan Stars, and they're in Nisa. So they're a level below us. But it's a good game, good opponent, good level, and they have some really quality guys on their team. So as usual, I'm number 13 playing right back. I'm over on the near side of our field or of the screen, and I'm on the maroon and blue team right now. So here's my very first touch in the game. My center back, Steve, passing me out the ball. Immediately have a lot of pressure. You can kind of see already this guy's going to start rounding his run and forcing me outside. I'm going to take my touch open and outside. And then here, I'm just, first play of the game, I'm trying to find the up the field pass into my 10 or my striker. It gets cut out, but it's a good place to lose the ball. We regain possession. It's a good repress, and we're able to come out of it. Now the ball ends up popping back out to me. Justin Miram is pressuring me a ton right here. It's very tight. They're throwing numbers over. So I thought the best decision was just do a one touch, kind of hook the ball back to my center back. He can play it back to Carlos Aldana, our goalkeeper, and then we can attack from there. Next touch in the game, Carlos throws me out the ball. I want to look up the field, but you can see this winger, again, is cutting the middle, cutting back into that 6, and he's forcing me up the field. So I start to attack, cut the ball back, and as I cut the ball back now, I'm looking in the center. I don't like the pass all the way over here, so I'm just going to play it right back into Steve, and then Steve finds a great ball into Lai, and Lai settles it down and starts to attack again. Next play in the game, defensive action now, marking Justin Miram. Miram played at MLS for years, great player. So I have my hands full on this side. So I'm just tracking that run as soon as he plays it, following in, tucking back inside. As it goes back out to Miram, now just standing him up. He tries to do, I think it was an elastico there, and Steve's in a great spot behind me to collect that second ball. Now we're on the counter once again, going forward. Attacking now, ball comes into Maxi, my center mid. You can already see my communication. I'm telling Daniel Espeleta here, my winger, to stay high and wide, and I'm going to take an inside position on the field because you don't want to be on the same line immediately. I don't want to be wide and him wide. I want to be inside and him wide, or vice versa. So I received that ball, start to attack down the field, play into Daniel Espeleta, and continue my overlapping run outside. Just bringing in that winger now who's going to follow me, and he can kind of drive inside and play it out to Lai, who has a good shot at the goal. Now defensively, just staying here, just being ready for any counterattack that starts to happen. Immediately as it does, I'm starting to check my shoulder here just to see where this player is, but I want to stay inside and force the play wide. So I'm dropping, retreating. Steve steps to the ball, and now force the ball wide, force the ball wide, force the ball wide. If he cuts in and scores, it's on me. But if he stays wide and I can get him to shoot from there, that's a good chance at goal, maybe, but I trust my goalkeeper Carlos to make that save if I don't get a block here. So you can see my body positioning, just really, really hands behind the back, forcing him wide. And if he does shoot, then I stick out my leg, put my hands behind my back, and try to get something on it. Next action on the ball is going to be defensive now. So as Michigan Stars starts to counterattack, I'm right here. You can see that even though I have Justin Miram and another winger outside of me, the only thing I'm focused on right now is this striker making a run behind my center back. So I'm communicating to Steve, my center back, man behind, runner behind, but I have to track with him because it's a well-timed run. He's onside. I have to follow there, and I feel like that's a good decision to keep on running, track that run, and not try to leave it to be offside because it wasn't at the end of the day as you watch it back. So just tracking that and forgetting about that winger or the 10 that are outside of me now. Now receiving the ball, looking forward, a little bit more time. The pressure starts to dwindle down now as we're getting outside of the first 10 minutes, but I'm just looking forward. My only option really is to play out wide, and now I make an underlapping run. And as I make this underlapping run into this space, the winger has to respect that. The center back has to come out now, which brings in and creates space now right here for Daniel to drive inside and then play out to Murph. Now I'm going to pop inside, and we're just going to do a good little sequence here trying to keep the ball. And I'm kind of playing almost now as a 10 or inverted winger, even though I'm playing fullback. So I'm going to receive the ball, just play it right back to Murph. And once again, since I'm here now, drawing somebody out into this space, and as I leave this space, Maxi recognizes that, moves into that space. Great ball from Murph, and a good attack from us though, even though that final pass wasn't able to connect. But then watch the repress. Ball comes out to my guy repressing, and even though I don't win it, it's a good repress action from the entire team. Right into Maxi, great through ball into Z, and Z has a shot, but just wide there. So a good attack and even better repress to make that shot happen here. Now I'll just be on the front foot as they start to drive to step in and win this ball. And as I win it now, just playing it right into this space as I see two guys checking, because it starts to get extremely tight. And one more touch would have led to a tackle, or I feel like a loss of possession there. So good ball inside now. Lai starts to drive and play me outside. And now I have time to kind of create a little bit of space for me. I take a touch out wide and just hit across into the box, trying to find Z. Hits his head, and again, good attempt from Z, but just wide of the post there. But 1v1, very simple. Just hesitate, drop the shoulder, and then just hit across in, trying to find beat the first man and trying to find it somewhere in between the 6 and the penalty spot there. Michigan Stars now building out, kind of pop it forward, and as it comes to me, I see Murph in a big pocket of space, so instead of just clearing the ball or heading the ball just up or powerfully, I'm just trying to head it into him so then he can retain possession of the ball there. Steve plays me out the ball, checking my shoulder to see where that pressure is coming from. I have a little bit more time and space than I did in the first 5 minutes or so. I look forward, start to drive, cut the ball back here. And now this is a good idea because I think I can play into Murph. He can bounce back out to Steve, but I played the ball on the wrong side of him here. And we still maintain possession of the ball as it's kicked out by the Michigan Stars player. But that little detail of just playing on the wrong side ends up not having that pass come out now. Now, Lai's actually coming in a really good pocket of space. So if I take a touch inside, I could play him there. But instead, I'd give a hard ball actually to Z. And he does a really good job to hold that up and earn a foul there. But I need to either clip that a little bit more or drive that on the ground more so we can control it. But either way, we end up gaining possession of the ball there. Now Murph receives the ball with tons of time to be able to turn and drive forward. As he turns and drives, I want to go up the field and drive forward to create a better passing lane for him to play me that ball right there. Now I get it once again, look inside, but then end up to play Ben Morris outside and once again take an inside position in the field, acting now almost as a 10 as Maxi kind of rolls out wide. And as I'm now in this 10 position and this fullback steps, I see this gap. I go into this gap. I run for the ball. I'm biased. I think that wasn't as much of a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge as the referee thought, but obviously I'm going to say that as I'm the attacker there. But you guys can make your own decisions there. But good defensive play from Michigan Stars there regardless. Good sequence, really good build-up sequence from us to break that line now. Now ball comes into my guy, Justin Miram. I'm just on his back, creating a lot of pressure, bumping him, hitting him, trying to get something without fouling him. And it ended up working out well. Ball bounces out to Murph, comes right back to me. I play into Steve, and we're able to find Lai, who has a great first touch to beat that pressure. Steve now with the ball opens up and plays me the ball. I have a lot of time to look forward. I play into Ben. Maxi's making a run behind, but I think it's kind of covered from this same player here. I play into Ben. And again, I'm just seeing this is where the open space is, and I'm kind of running into that open space now and running inside. I kind of always make my run where, the game's kind of giving you. And now as I see Maxi run inside, I step outside into this space, look up. I'm seeing a ton of white shirts in the front post and purple shirts pretty much in the back post. So I try to clip the ball in behind, actually overhit it more than I wanted to, but still ended up going to Daniel Espeleta on that far side, but just wasn't able to get on target there. That ball comes into me. I'm trying to look into Lai here, but it's very, very congested. So I drive inside, play it back to Steve, who has a great bounce out into Ben. And this is, again, really, really good sequence here. Good tackle from Michigan Stars, and then a great switching ball from Murph over to the opposite side. Once again, same thing, just checking, opening up, looking, trying to get as high up as I can while still having a good passing angle from Steve. Tons of time now to drive forward and look forward. I play into Maxi, who has time, and I just continued my run forward now into this space. And once again, a really good build out, I feel like, from this first half. Now, as I receive the ball, I'm going to play into Murph just in this pocket of space right here. Ben wants the ball in behind, but I think Murph right there with acres of space is the better option. He plays into Maxi. Maxi is a good switching ball out to Ben, and I'm just going to drop here in a supportive role for Ben. And then here I'm trying to dip my shoulder down the line to then turn out, but I just don't do enough. I don't sell it enough, and Miram is able to come in and tackle that out for a throw in here. Playing into Z, is going to head it right back to me. And then first time I'm seeing all this line of white shirts coming over. So I'm just going to do a first time ball into Murph. It's actually fizzed in. He does really well to just control that and play it out to Z. And once again, a good attacking sequence from us in the first half once again. Now ball's going to come all the way out to Ben. I'm wide now, just asking for the ball and checking my shoulder. When I receive it, just dip my shoulder once again. And here I felt like it was covered. I wanted to whip it in, but I thought it was going to get blocked. So I just Cruyff it, cut it back, and then I'm just going to play it into Ben for a first-time cross. I played a little bit behind him, which makes it a little bit more challenging for him, but we still end up winning that ball, playing into Maxi, and Maxi's able to get a shot off. Building out, again, Ben's checking his shoulder. He's running, he's pointing, he's calling for it, and he's got a lot of time. So just playing at him, tell him turn, and now he can turn and attack up this field. And again, I think this is a really good build-out sequence from us. I felt like this game we were really doing very well, like I said, to build out, find passing combinations, just that final ball, final action, final cross, final shot for us. Now, tons of time as Carlos plays this ball into my winger, Ben Morris, and I'm just getting on my bike, overlapping here because there's so much time and space. Now, this is my big mistake of the first half, I feel like, right here. I look up and I'm seeing Maxi and another player making runs to the far post, and I want to hit this hard whipped in ball to the back post area, and the ball gets away from me. I reach for it and it ends up clipping it, which is just not good. And I don't think the idea was even right there. I think it was okay, but I think I should have kept on just driving forward there. Receiving the ball now as it switched out to me, driving inside. I see Z starting to make the run into this space, so I'm just going to open up, little disguise pass with the left foot and try to play him in behind. It's covered well from the fullback, but I still think that's a good idea. Good run from Z and good ball, even though it didn't work out. Now, I'm checking my shoulder as that ball's coming into me now. I see Ben Morris out wide. I'm just going to receive the ball and already just play that ball and once again run in behind as Ben drives down and just get into that near post place in case that ball's under hit from Ben. Now, Ben's with the ball inside of the field. I'm all the way out wide. Once again, 1v1. So I'm just going to drive, do a little step over, dip my shoulder inside, pop the ball out, and then clip it to the back post. And Espeleta is in a really good spot there. Has a great contact on the ball for a shot on goal, and it's very unfortunate to not get rewarded there with a goal. But I think that was a good action. And then there's the first half. So a lot of attacking, a lot of really good buildup from us. I was really happy, honestly, with how the first half was going, even though the score sheet was 0-0. I thought Michigan Stars came out with a lot of pressure, but I thought we handled it for the most part really well and created a lot of good scoring opportunities. Now, starting the second half, Michigan Stars is going to start with a kick. They're overloading their right side, our left side, and then they play it all the way back to their center back, who fires a long ball all the way over to us. And Maxi does a good job to hold the ball there and earn a foul for us. And here's my first touch of the second half. My center back's going to play me out the ball. I'm going to open up already. You can see Steve even yelling at me here, but Ben is in this really good area of space with no pressure, just playing to him, tell him to turn. And again, he finds Lai in a really good spot who switches all the way out to Daniel Espeleta, who goes 1v1 there. Now I'm going to receive the ball here. My first thought as I get the ball, I'm looking up for Z or Maxi if anybody's making a run into the box, as they're not yet prepared for a cross. I'm going to play it out wide, and Ben does a really good job to beat his defender, get the ball into Z, and that's an outstanding save from the Michigan Stars goalkeeper there. Great save. Ball comes out to me once again, looking up the field. Ben's checking back here. It's a good option. I decide against it, and now as Lai clears out, Murph comes in and is calling for the ball now. Plays it out to Ben, who's going to play it out to me. A little tough ball, but with one touch, I try to fire it up to, I think that's Maxi up there, but it doesn't work out. And now just recovering and just getting on my bike, running all the way back, and then just a little bump there just to do enough to let the ball go out for a goal kick there. So not the best build out there, but a good recovery to come back. Receiving the ball, opening up. Murph's in a really good pocket if I can find a passing angle. I try. I don't think it was on, even though I think, again, he's still in a great pocket of space, but just a little missed moment there. Now I'm going to actually pause it. I'm right here. It is one of those moments where I come and invert inside the field and Ben goes out wide, and I just find myself in the box here, and then balls pops all the way out to me. A little lucky with the bounce inside the 6. Try to fire a shot with the left foot, and it's blocked by the defender. You can see it a little bit better here, but great entry from Ben. Great defensive action for Michigan. get a little lucky with the bounce. As maybe I could square it there, but if I'm in the 6, all I'm thinking is try to just get a shot on goal. 60th minute now. Ball comes into Murph. Murph plays it out wide into Maxi. Maxi bounces out right wide to me, and now I have tons of time to look forward. And as I'm looking forward, this is where I kind of like just everything that I was looking on just started to close up. Murph, I want to look into Murph in my center, then I look out wide. I don't think it's on, and so I just turn out and play it all the way out to Steve. Now, this next play, I'm going to get the ball really deep, and we just won it back. I'm going to drive forward, and as I start to go, Maxi's in a amazing pocket of space here. We just won back the ball. And I don't think that I don't know. I think I could have gone for that. I think I could have played Maxi, even though we just won it. And I think that we want to retain some possession with how open Maxi was there in that pocket of space. I think that it was wrong to turn the ball and cut the ball back. Now Maxi with the ball plays it out wide to me. I was going to take a touch, look up, and just see 3-4 players attacking the box. So I'm just going to kind of just clip the ball in, just put my foot around the ball, whip it in, and do a great job just to find Ali in the back post. And I think Ali was a little surprised it actually ended up bouncing all the way out to him and just wasn't able to get something off of it. But good cross, good running actions, good people attacking the box. And now just driving forward, playing out wide to Ben, and then again continuing my run into the box to draw this guy with me and then to create that space right there for actually that's Danny Espeleta there, not Ben Morris, but to create space for my winger to cut in there now. Now receiving the ball from Steve, looking up the field. Daniel's pretty tightly marked, so I cut the ball back and played it into Murph, and Murph does a great turn here. Great ball into lie, great off-ball movement, great leave little dummy from line to Maxi, and then great overlapping run from Alex. This is like a picture-perfect counterattack now. Out to Alex, into Ali, and Ali does a great job to attack inside the box, and a really good shot and a great save once again for the Michigan Stars goalkeeper. Again, we're creating chances, creating shots, creating opportunities, building out very, very well. It's just that final action. Now receiving the ball, corner of the 18, you can see from just the fullback's body language now that I've gone wide so many times that he's expecting that. So I decided to cut inside on my left foot and try to hit a ball into the box. Not the best cross there, but I don't mind the idea. Obviously, I don't mind the idea. It's my idea, but I think it's looking back on it, a good action. Now here, doing a out to in run. Steve tries to thread it through. Just unlucky to not be able to find me out there, but just really good repressing action. Win the ball back. Maxi starts to drive, and just unlucky to not find Z on the back post. Receiving the ball now, starting to drive forward. Michael Bryant's making an overlapping run here. I think I should play him. I mean, this is a great run from him. He's got a step on that fullback. Instead, I cut inside, and then if I'm here, I should clip the ball with my left foot to the back post. Instead, I try to thread it into Maxi or Z there, and it's just not the right decision. But so two mistakes on top of each other. Great defensive action from Steve, our center back. Great threaded through ball into Maxi, and we finally put one away. We felt we've been knocking on the door this entire game, and Maxi's a great finish there. But Steve won the ball in the back, was able to drive forward, pick his head up, find Maxi in a great spot, and Maxi's a great finish there. So fantastic. Put us up 1-0 in the 93rd minute with 7 minutes of extra time. Here's a replay of it. Good drive from Steve. Maxi, great timed run, and then the awareness to just check over his shoulder, see the goalkeeper coming out, and just with one touch, just slot that in the right corner. So awesome. Fantastic goal. Really, really good goal from Maxi. And, I felt like we've been deserving of it. I felt like we could have had multiple goals, but just weren't able to put one away, whether that was some great saves or just a little bit, just not sharp in the final moments, but really, really good here. And then the game actually had to be stalled 5 minutes for just smoke, with how much smoke was on the field from the Northern Guard, the supporters in this game, which is really cool. This is my one of the earlier games here playing for Detroit, and I remember just thinking how cool it was for the supporters and just how crazy they are. It's one of the best atmospheres in the USL. But I'll catch you back in 5 minutes once the smoke clears. So now we're in the 103rd minute. I'm playing actually left back now, just going out to pressure the ball. And I actually didn't touch the ball from the time we scored until these last couple seconds of the game. So, there's nothing from me on my end showing any touches or anything, but I actually got moved to left back to finish out the game, and we ended up holding it out. And even though actually Michigan Stars had some good opportunities on goal in the final few minutes to tie things up, but we held it out and advanced through to the next round. I think in the next round we played Houston Dynamo, which was an absolutely incredible game. Really, really awesome game. But good game. I thought for me personally, I was happy with how I attacked, happy with the crosses I delivered. There's always going to be moments where you wish you were a little bit sharper, did, the different decision. But I thought it was a really solid game for my first 90 minutes with Detroit City FC. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are enjoying the fact that game analysis videos are back. And if you did enjoy the video, if you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys. Peace.